Hey everyone, let's talk about this baby a little bit. Actually, we're going to talk about size. Um, but I will tell you guys first off, let me give a quick disclosure. I always recommend that you guys do not dress your babies up and play with them, such as this, before they're painted. I just couldn't resist. She has a weight. Unfortunately, I was going to try to make room and make it work so I could put her on the table, but it's going to take me to organize my whole paint station. And because I'm in the midst of painting two babies right now, I don't want to shift them, and then I have a prototype that I have to work on, so this baby will have to wait, and at least until I finish one baby that I'm working on, and then I will change my nursery, my work area around for her. Just so you know, this is a 6 to 9 month sleeper. Her foot is all the way in there. I'm touching her feet here. So even if it looks like it's big on her feet, it's not. Her feet actually fills it out for the most part. Let's see. So if I put it to the heel, and two, I can tell you where her toe is. Well, I guess it is. It's still a little bit in there, room in there, but I've had some big babies that was bigger than that. I really stretched this suit out because I always put babies in this suit. It's like one of my favorite suits. I don't know why. But I just wanted to talk about size and everything. I know a lot of people was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize she was that big. To be honest, for whatever reason, I really was thinking to myself, like, I was thinking, oh, when she get here, she's not going to look as big. You know what I mean? Like, I've read her measurements and stuff, and with her measurements, I'm like, okay. So I was thinking, yeah, she's not going to be that big. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, pictures make babies look bigger a lot of times. So I was like, oh, yeah, she won't be that big. Yeah, she's that big. So she actually is bigger than what I expected, if I be honest, in a good way. So for me, I'll be honest, I probably won't do many really, really big silicone babies like this. But I do absolutely love having this one. For me, I like my silicone babies to be smaller normally. But I think it's actually nice. And I'll see how I feel about it once she's painted too. But yeah, so I get to see what people see when they, feel how they feel about having the bigger silicone babies, and I can see how they can enjoy it. Like, look at this little one. Like, she's like, hey, look at this. That is how it goes. So yeah. If a house is not a home anymore. Okay, anyway, but yeah, so size preference is just individual like everything else. This hobby just has so many choices, so many options, so much. If you guys don't know, this is Ray by Jennifer Sussman Price. Her blank kits are $525 plus shipping on Jennifer's website under siliconestudio.com. Just FYI, I always got to plug something in for y'all. And yeah, so I really, really like, I feel like this is crazy. This is a big jump for me. She's actually bigger than my Gabigail. So, but kind of think of it, they might be kind of close in length almost, but yeah. But so pretty cool actually. So yeah, so size, is another thing that we go back and forth on. Like, do we collect the micro preemies? Do we collect preemies? Do we collect newborn, 0 to 3 month, 3 to 6 month, and you know, like on up. Like I said, this is the biggest baby I've had in silicone, and in fact, I don't. She might. Well, you know what? My June of sleep might be. My June of sleep is more chunky in her limbs, but they are kind of like big babies. Like I was gonna say, I don't have a baby big like her, but I kind of do. And that's another thing. You know, choosing between vinyl and silicone. You know, I used to collect more vinyl than silicone, but because I paint, I've been able to keep, you know, a baby here and there. And so I have more silicone than I do vinyl at the moment, but I am still very much a vinyl lover. And I think for me, and I also have paid quite a bit of money for vinyl babies. So I know like a lot of people will say like, oh, you know, vinyl babies aren't worth as much as a silicone baby. Sorry guys, I just grabbed Nori up. I'm trying to put her on a diaper and I'm gonna put her over there. But for me, it just depends on the artistry, what kit it is. It's a lot of things that'll make me want to spend top dollar for a vinyl baby versus, you know, silicone compared to silicone. Silicone, of course, you know why you're paying that money, because it's expensive just even to make them. So, vinyl is definitely going to be more so, you're going to be definitely paying more so based off of the, the sculpting, the artwork, and then also the brand name. To be honest, if we be truthful, there's some artists' work that people are willing to pay more money for. And that's all the individual basis. So, but, so I love both, and I feel like both can be, cuddle babies, comfort babies, babies that, just snuggle in nicely and stuff like that. I do, however, still feel like, a decent painted, silicone does add a little bit more realism just because of the medium itself. So, there's that. But I think that you just have to, look around. You have a vinyl, and if you ever get your hands on a silicone, and then you compare, and then you decide, you end up which one you collect the most of. Because silicone is more expensive, I feel like I always tend to go to vinyl. Like, when I can afford to collect silicone, I will collect vinyl. But vinyl has gotten so expensive these days. Like, vinyl can cost me, for me, and this is just me because I paint for myself, vinyl will cost me as much as it will cost me for silicone. Because to pay $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for a vinyl, I can just go buy me a blank kit and paint it for myself. Now, for me, just speaking from an artist standpoint, however, I don't always want to do that. One, it takes me from my work of my income. It still takes from me. Two, there's certain artists' work that I admire their paint style, and I like to have those in my collection. Three, sometimes I just want to open a box and have a completed baby. I'll be honest. I'll be honest, even with silicone, if I would probably buy silicone if I could afford to, or I don't know, I ain't gonna say that. And I can't see it. It's hard for me to say what I really want to say without someone's getting in their feelings. But I would very much have loved to be able to just got a baby painted and not have to put in the work. Because do you realize like how much anxiety I am having just the thought of how this process is about to go? Like, I literally got to consider like so many different things. Like, I got to consider like where I'm gonna put this baby, where I'm gonna clean her because she's bigger, and prep her, how much paint it's gonna take to mix up just for one layer versus standard baby size. Like, it's so many different, you know, things to consider and think about. And but I am excited and definitely ready for the challenge. Absolutely cannot wait till she become, you know, a real girl. Like, this is, I don't know, for me it's very, very exciting. I am actually kind of considering a name, but I want to paint her because I can give her a name now, and then she gets painted and she doesn't look like the name doesn't fit her. So I'm not gonna name her just yet. But anyway, I just thought I would show you guys these little ones. Oh, you know who else I can put over here? Hold on, I'm gonna switch you out, baby. I'm gonna take Ray Ray out, and I am gonna put somebody over here that y'all don't see that much. Hey, Pookie. And when I tell you this baby here is so light, he feels like I'm picking up like a piece of paper. He is so light. Like, hold on. He is light. But however Claire pours her silicone is always very light. Like, she can make a big baby. I used to always admire that about her silicone, that she can make a really fat baby, a big baby, and it won't feel as heavy as everyone else's. I've been in a room with babies the same size as her babies, and they feel like 2 times heavier than her babies. So I don't know what it is that how she makes her formula. And again, that's why we pay for these people experience, and people like her can charge what they charge because she has perfected her craft and she has a skill. And not to say that, you know, if the babies are heavier, they don't have a skill. I'm just saying, you know, there's things that each individual bring to the table that's unique. It's just like, I will say with Georgia armatures, they feel quite amazing actually. And those I like more than most people armatures. So like, everybody have something that I like. So I don't say things to take away from one artist to the next, but I say them because I'm human, and I would be lying to you guys if I don't compare when I have babies in my collection, or, you know, learn the differences in people pours and, you know, all that great jazz. So it is quite amazing to look at them also, you know, from the painted and not painted. How amazing is that? Zende he's one cute baby. If I have to say it myself, I have to say it myself. I have to say it myself, that he really be looking like a real baby laying in the little crib and stuff like that. I do prefer him with a pacifier. I think it makes him look more realistic. So he's a baby that you'll probably see with a pacifier like all the time. But yeah. And I think him and Nori, look how they complement each other so well. I think I didn't even realize that until like now. Oh, I'm just so in love with these babies. Like, I think their artist did a pretty okay job. I mean, she might be a little weird or funny acting sometime, people might think, or something, but she's pretty good. I like her. You know what I mean? She did a really good job on you, Zende. Who's your artist? Oh, that would be me. On period. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I'm serious. I really love how they turned out. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I just wanted to pop in, show a little comparison, show a little contrast. Drop down in the comment section, like, what skin tone you think that my new big girl should be. Should we go for a Zendaya and Nori color, or should we go for a Ray color? Should we go for, you know, what color are we going for? A light baby, or I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all would like to see her painted as. And that is all, folks. Goodbye.